In this video, we'll show you the complete rundown of how to install the 1.2 metre S6 hard eye anchor using a hydraulic hammer. Unpacking the gear, you'll find the S6 anchor and a 1.2 metre wire tenon with a hard eye termination, a hydraulic hammer, power pack, hydraulic hose, the 1.5 metre drive rod. The tapered end fits into the anchors and the other end fits into the hydraulic hammer. You'll have the stressing jack supplied by Cirtex, a rod remover pair, a digital load cell and D-shackles. You'll also need a test sheet for recording the loads achieved, a tape measure for recording the extension achieved. Note that extension refers to the distance the tenon extends out during the load locking phase. This will be covered off in more detail later in the video. Spray paint, ear protection, safety glasses, gloves, a clipboard and a pen and a petrol can. Next, we'll explain the details of the power pack and hammer. The power pack uses 4-stroke petrol. Remember to always check the oil level. Firstly, make sure the hydraulic pump is turned off. Remove the end caps from the hose fittings. Connect the hose extensions to the power pack and connect them to the hammer's hose pipes. You should feel each connection click in place. Make sure the petrol switch and the choke are open. Switch the power pack on. Let the power pack run for 5 minutes before switching the hydraulic pump back on. Let's get started with the installation process. Before driving the anchors, always check for surfaces that might be buried below the surface. Spray a mark where the anchor is to go. Unlock the hammer, insert the drive rod inside, then lock the drive rod into the hammer. Slip the anchor onto the drive end, pulling the other end of the wire toward you. Drive the anchor into the soil at the specified angle and depth. Unlock the hammer from the drive rod and lift it off. Then remove the rod from the ground using the rod remover pair. To load lock the anchor, carefully remove the digital load cell from the case and fit the batteries supplied. You simply need to unscrew the silver cap at the top, slide the batteries in and screw the cap back on. Using D-shackles, connect the digital load cell to the hard eye of the anchor and connect the other end to the stressing jack. You may need to adjust the height of the stressing jack at this point as you want to start with minimal slack in the wire. Now turn the digital load cell on and press the 0 button to get an accurate reading. Begin cranking the stressing jack to lift the digital load cell up and therefore increase the load on the anchor. The load achievable with an S6 anchor is 5 to 22 kilonewtons. The typical load aimed for is 5 to 10 kilonewtons, depending on the factor of safety specified by the engineer. It is also important during the load locking phase to monitor the extension achieved. With the S6 anchor head length of 170mm, you can expect around 170 to 500mm of extension. If you exceed 500mm of extension and still don't achieve your specified load, contact your Cirtex representative for advice. Once you have completed the load locking process for an anchor, you can disconnect the digital load cell from the anchor eye and proceed with the next anchor. Your Platipus anchor is now ready for action.